Huh? That's why I didn't miss it. I did not miss Bob.
All right, we'll start with opening comments from Coach and then open up for questions.
Well, I thought the next to the last play kind of epitomizes, what took place in this game here. And that was when Jonathan Holmes was out there, he deflected a pass. I think he dove on the floor. He passed it. Then he ended up making the shot. And it was just that kind of intensity on defense. I thought really, got us, jump-started us in this particular game. Bucknell is a very good basketball team, and I caution our guys. In the first half, we did a lot of things right. And defensively, offensively, Barford just goes off. And that's the beauty of this team here. No one is a very unselfish team. The other night it was Darryl that kind of went off, and our guys continue to feed him. But even with that, the bench guys came in and played well. Daniel Gafford, Darius Hall, Gabe continues to play well, and of course CJ. So that bench came in and played well. But that first half, we played really well. And coming out of halftime, is when you got a lead like that, you worry about your kids, especially that first 5 minutes of the second half. But I thought we came out, and true enough, Bucknell came out, and I think they made maybe 6 of the first 7 shots. And before you know it, they had a nice rhythm. So that tells you they're a veteran basketball team. But we played well. I thought, the fans that came here tonight, they got a chance to, and the SEC network, whoever saw it, got a chance to see, what our team has really been working on and what type of team is capable of being. We showed the athletic ability. I love the defensive intensity and the push of the ball, the sharing of the basketball, and they're playing for each other.
You guys want to raise your hand? We'll get a mic to you.
Hey, Mike, it's only 2 games, but at this point, do you stay reserved, or do you embrace with everyone around, the fans, the players, everyone, that the possibility this team could be really good?
I think we got some pretty good pieces, and I think the veteran guys are right now to me the guys that are kind of holding it together. When you look at those 3 guards, Anton, Darryl, and Barford, it just seemed like they're so different than this year than they were last year. They're the common force out there, as well as Trey Thompson. So it's a team. They like each other. They play for each other. It's early on, though. I caution that. When you make shots, and we've been making some shots, it energizes your defense. What happens when you don't make those shots? That's what I want to see. Big stat tonight is I thought we dominated on the glass. That was big, with 25 second chance points, and that's a point of emphasis we talked about. Really attacking the glass, shoot it, let's go get it. They're a good defensive team, but I thought defensively we did a really good job on them in the first half. In the second half, they kind of got loose. Thomas is a very good player. Fouling, you ain't going to hold that guy, to the points he had in the first half. But I thought our pressure defense, the quickness, really bothered them. And of course, they just came off the road. They were playing at Monmouth, and now they got to travel here. So I'm sure fatigue was a big factor. But it's early on. But we got a chance to be a really good ball club. I don't even think we where we're going to be. We're not at where we're going to be. I think as we continue to add pieces, because we still got some guys that are not even out there on the floor right now. But it just shows you the potential. I mean, you look at a guy like Daniel Gafford. He didn't foul out 2 games. Well, on the night thing he did tonight was he had a tremendous impact of the game. 15 points. Got to the free throw line. I mean, he played defense, I thought, even when he had 3 and 4 fouls. He was really getting active. So, again, we got a lot of pieces. Now we just got to put those pieces together.
Mike, what did you think of Jalen's game? And did you think about leaving him in a little longer, see if he could get to 30?
No, I didn't. No. We had 27? No, I didn't. He was really efficient, I know that. 27 points in 28 minutes. I think he played 30-some minutes the other day. He probably had 10 points, 12 points. So that tells me he played well. Again, he was in a rhythm. He missed 3 free throws. So there's your 30 points right there, Bob.
He actually missed 4.
4? Well, okay. I was giving him one. But no, I thought he was engaged defensively and offensively. He's shown the capacity to do that. I mean, he can just kind of take over a game. And it says something about our team that they trust him and get the ball to him at the right time. And he's not a ball hog where every now and then he's going to throw one up there where I look at him like he's crazy. Same way with Darryl. They're going to do that, But I guess that's why they want to play for me, because I'll give him one. I'll give him a little free pass every now and then.
I know it's a small sample size, but he's 4 of 8 on threes, so even I can figure out that's 50%. And last year he was like 26% on threes. What do you think
Who
about
is this now? Who is
this is Jalen. What do you think about his three-point shooting early on, and do you think he can be a pretty good three-point shooter?
I really feel the offseason has been good to him. That first year you kind of learn what takes place, what it means to play at this level, how effective you got to be. A lot of teams are going to back up off of him because when he goes down, when he downshifts and goes in that lane, man, he's got the dexterity to make some unbelievable shots. Left-handed. He got all of that, and so people start backing up, and so now he's put some time in, and so it's good to see him have a nice rhythm. You don't leave the junior college in scoring if you can't shoot the basketball. So he's got to work on the free throws.
We're going to give Bob a minute to catch his breath. Now that you've got all 6 of those kids signed in the early period, just talk about them as a group and what you think you got out of that class.
Well, we targeted some guys early on, and we got some of these kids when they were coming out of going into their junior year, especially kids that are from Arkansas. We figured we got the best players in the state of Arkansas, but they're some of the better players in the country. When you're talking about Isaiah Joe, a guy that's, I think, a guy that can light it up. He'll be one of those guys that coach would give him the green light. But he's more than just a shooter. He's a basketball player. His dad was a coach, and he's a good character kid. The thing I like about all these guys, they're good kids. They're going to be good students. They're going to be good role models. I think they're going to represent the university in the first class, and they look forward to being here. Ethan Henderson, he's a guy that's, he's oozing with potential. Athletic, long, lanky, block shots, rebound, run the floor. Very that mold kind of like Daniel. It's a smaller version of him, and just still learning the game. Desi Seals, I love his grit. I love his toughness. I love his heart. He can guard anybody, guard forward. He's relentless on the board, and and he's a winner. Won a state championship. I think he went 32-0. Is it 32-0? Yeah, that says something. And he was the leader of that bunch. And then you go to Reggie Chaney, someone who I think, when I first saw him, I fell in love with him because of the toughness, a forward that can rebound the basketball above the rim. He finishes and just continue to advance his game. He's got a college-ready body right now. Same way with Jordan Phillips, 6'7", skilled forward, who I'm really excited about it. He posts him up. He can step outside. He's got a great rebound, a good character kid, good student. We can cause some mismatches on him, create some mismatches with those kind of players there. And then, of course, the last one is Keyshawn Embry. I think he might be another version of Jalen Barford. One of those guys got a great body, athletic. He's one of the better players in Oklahoma. He's at IMG Academy right now, and they play some of the best competition. They run campus like a college campus, so he'll be more ready when he comes up here. And that's the same way with Reggie Chaney out at Findlay Prep. So to me, it's exciting because, like I say, it's a class, you got it done, and now we can work on even future Razorbacks.
What did you think of the way the offense flowed tonight? Just the passing, cutting, guys moving off the ball?
I thought, at times it got stagnant, but it got better. But, you got to give some credit to Bucknell. I thought they really got up and challenged our guys getting the lanes. And, if you noticed the other night, the shots were free and just fancy free. But these guys were really kind of getting up on our guys. And so when you're getting pressured up like that, you got to attack pressure. And our guys did a good job of really attacking and finishing at the basket. That's why even you don't see all the assists. Normally we get much more assists. I thought we were efficient. We shot 53%, 40 from three-point land, 76 from the free throw line. We out-rebounded them. We held them to a lower field goal percentage. They're two best players. We did a good job on the fouling kid in the first half. Second half, he did his thing. And, of course, Zach Thomas he's just a tremendous player. So I was proud of our guys, proud of the effort, proud of the guys that came off the bench and gave us. They at one group, at one period, they came and just took it to another level. They were catching balls off the rim, dunking it, blocking shots, diving on the floor. That gets contagious.
It looked like in the second half you guys started having Daniel drop back against some of the screens. Was that to maybe try and keep him from getting in foul trouble or maybe let him affect the game more closer to the rim?
Well, I think guys got to make that adjustment out there. Coach can tell you something. Like I said, I can draw the best X's and O's in the world, but when they get out there, they got to make the adjustments. And so, credit some of that maybe goes to Ton them and those guys out there telling them, hey man, you got to, and he's got to learn to play smarter. It's like even in the second half, I thought we went to our matchup zone and the big fella just posting up. Trey picks up 2 quick fouls because he was letting him catch the ball in the post. Well, Daniel came in, and I thought he did a good job of really fronting him and making him work a little bit more. So that's why I say it's early on, but it's still a learning curve for some of these guys. And I just think, as we get into February and March, this team here, it got a chance to be a very, very, and I say it every year, this one got a chance to be very, very special because of, you got some seniors here. And in every game they play, it's less one game. I kind of make sure they understand that. You're 2 games into your season. There's 31. You got 29 left. So now you go figure that. Your college career will be over. So don't leave nothing on the table. Leave it out on the floor. And I thought they did tonight.
Mike, when Holmes hit that shot, the crowd was really into it. The guys ran off the bench and mobbed him like he'd hit the game-winning shot. Was that just kind of cool to see the players react like that to a walk-on teammate?
As I say, it captured me the whole night. They're for each other, and it don't matter who's the first guy off the bench or the last guy off the bench. I mean, they're out there really cheering and rooting for one another. This is a true team right now. I tell you, they got a brotherhood, and that's special. When you can have that brotherhood off the floor, it translates to on the floor. And so they're happy for him, and our fans. I think our fans they enjoy it as well.
Anything else? All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.